Welcome back, everybody, and another nice day here. I did see a T6 Texan over on Lone Star's ramp. I don't know what else they may have flying today, but what we got going on is we're continuing the cleanup in the F4's new home. That is this hangar instead of the one that's a couple down the row here. And we got some equipment to move, but we've been steadily making progress, and we should be rolling her back hopefully really soon, probably in the next week or two. I'd imagine that we'll be bringing her back. She's definitely garnered a lot of attention and a lot of excitement being over there at Lone Star, and I'm really looking forward to Monday on Memorial Day with the big ramp event. So we're gonna keep plugging away in here. We got a few things to tidy up to go yet, and like that pile of debris right behind me, I'm about to fire up the mule here and start hauling stuff over to the dumpster. Oh yeah, big round engines. Ugh, love them.
I still say we need to power wash this floor.
Probably wouldn't hurt. I don't know if our pressure washer runs, but I got one at home.
I thought we had an electric one around here.
Maybe. I haven't seen it. Here, I'll go get a dust. I'll go find a dustbin.
Come in here with the leaf blower and blow all the dust out. And,
Hey, I can at least do that too. I can bring that in this probably
we
tomorrow.
should have one still. Like that was something we did every year.
Hey, it's Justin.
Good morning, gentlemen.
We stopped having so much out here.
Careful, there's an airplane there.
Pardon my tardiness.
Oh, you're fine. Where's little Chris?
I haven't heard from him.
I thought he was going to come out this weekend. Oh well. All right, let's see if the old Cummins will start up. Normally she does. It just depends on her battery. We'll probably hit this with a charger later.
Good idea. Be right back.
Oh yeah, she's charging. The brakes are non-existent on this tug yet again, so we're moving her over here so we can work on her there and not interfere with what's going on over in hangar 1, where the F4 is going to be. That'll work. Now I just gotta go find the battery charger because I hate when things almost not start. All right. Oh yeah, that's a huge battery. It's not what we need. that will light the battery on fire. All right, let's do this. It feels so much better walking out here than in the hangar. The air is, we got a good breeze going, but it's going this ways with the hangar rows here. So inside the hangar is just stagnant air, and it's got a good touch of humidity today. So it's just feels inside there. But walking around out here feels great. All right, let's see if this old 453 Detroit will fire up. Got fuel indications. I don't know. I just love the sound of this thing. Good old Detroit diesels. Nothing sounds like them. They don't make these anymore. All right, so for this, something I have at home and I was fixing up is that relay. If you guys remember a while back, that is the overvoltage protection relay, but it is tripping way too early to the point that we can't use this cart because we can't bring it up to 28 volts where we want to feed an airplane with 28 volt DC. That's what that is there for. That's supposed to trip at 36 volts and provide protection so you don't overvolt and spike an aircraft with high volt DC. And we're not going to operate without that. So we were able to figure out a good fix for this so that it operates, and it operates as designed. We want this thing to have all of its protection circuits working and fully functional so we don't spike an aircraft with voltage, because that leads to bad things. So I got that relay at the house. I was working on it there because I got some of my electrical tools and whatnot. And we engineered up a good fix for that relay so it functions properly. And I left it at home. It's sitting on my kitchen table right now. So I should have that back here tomorrow morning, because I plan on being here tomorrow morning, which means you guys get a midweek video coming up, because we're planning on moving airplanes tomorrow, as well as we got the big event over at Lone Star on Monday. So really looking forward to it. So, oh yeah, you guys will have a midweek video this week. All right, so we ventured over here to Vietnam War Flight Museum to see what's going on, and I know some of you guys were interested in this big, beautiful airplane behind me with the biggest big round engine here at the airfield that runs, with this massive Wright R3350. Sounded good, but man, she sprayed some oil everywhere, as you guys saw. So this is an A-1 Skyraider. This one is an AD4-NA variant. So the AD4Ns were a night attack variant, which had a crew of 3, pilot and 2 operators in the back. This one is the AD4-NA, which removed a lot of the night attack capability, but she got 4 20mm cannons and was pressed into a ground attack role, primarily in Korea. So that's the AD4-NA, but a lot of you guys were curious as to what is in the back inside the crew compartment. So let's go climb in there. All right, so I got that step. This is eye level for me, and I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm gonna need both hands to climb in here. So let me set you guys down real quick. All right, so I just learned that there's a strap for the door, and it hits this connection there. So now I have an easier time to get in without having the door hit me. Let me point out one thing. So before I climb in, so you notice that there's a old school. This is an actual old school tube type television. That was not part of the normal equipment back in military service. That is actually for a specific function because the previous owner of this aircraft installed this, and what went with it is, it's hard to see, but up there on the tail there's a clear section there, and it's got a camera. So anytime the previous owner would give rides, whoever was riding back here could see where the plane was going. So that's what this TV is for. So let me climb in here now and we'll take a better look inside. All right, so here we are in the left-hand crew seat. I'm not super familiar with what the crew positions would be in this, especially since it's not the night attack aircraft. So I think it looks like maybe some electronic warfare, because I see pulse analyzer, search radar, plug storage. So something tells me what the guys back here were doing. At least one position was for electronic warfare, another was a radar operator. So that's what I think was going on back here. I can only imagine flying back here with such limited visibility. You only get the windows on each door, and you get to talk to the pilot. Oh, that breaker panel up there on the right hand side. Radar homing. Searchlight. P-scope. I wonder if this thing had a periscope on it. Now I'm really curious on that one. But we got a fair amount of leg room. Remember, I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm in the seat normal, and I'm not touching the forward bulkhead. That one's got a footrest, but that's also got an equipment shelf above it, so not sure what's going on there. Not much behind the seats, more wiring and cables. You know, what I do see above me there is control cables, likely for all the flight controls, rudder, aileron, or not aileron, rudder and elevators, possibly trim, not sure. But you got multiple sets of control cables going fore and aft here. This looks like a vent control for the ventilator that's up on top of the aircraft, a little vent scoop. This is really neat stuff. I really wonder what this looked like back in the day, before this came under civilian ownership. So that's what's in the back of this Skyraider. So not all Skyraiders had this crew compartment, I've learned. So a lot of them were just single pilot, and there was none of this back here. So you didn't have a crew compartment back here. This was a unique thing for some of them. But I've always been curious as to what's back here myself, because I've never been in here. This is the first time I've actually sat back here. Apparently, I've heard it's quite a treat to sit back here when the engine gets cranked up. So maybe the next time this thing gets cranked up, I'll try to get back here and see what that feels like. I've seen a 3350 get cranked up. I've never felt one. There we go. Pictures just don't do this thing justice. It's hard to this is a big airplane. And especially for having a prop on it, it's really big.
See that lever right there? Where my thumb is? You want to make sure that the accumulator is fully discharged. The little lever right there where I was reaching for.
Yes.
Push on it really hard and make sure that it doesn't clockwise or anti-clockwise, whichever way it moves. I think it that way. I don't hear anything. It should be good. I should make sure the system was fully bled.
Yeah. What we got going on over here?
I'm just doing some servicing on the F100.
This is looking good. This is part of the air conditioner back here, the air cycle units, right?
I believe so.
Nice. All right, so push. So I just got a task. 2 red levers. It's the up locks. Aha. Got to make sure these are both. Let's see. Yep, they only go one way. Okay, no pressure there. All right, nothing there. All right, both levers active. All right, I'll go find it. I gotta go find the hydraulic cart. Where did I park that thing last week? Ooh, a lot of fun. Aha, there it is. 5606. Probably easiest to go outside with it. Well, that's an unexpected rain shower, which means the seat cushion on the mule got soaked, which means our rear ends are going to get soaked when we sit in it on the way back to our hangar. Lovely. Oh wow, look at that. We got sky there. There's the rain. Wow. That's a pretty good little rain cell there. All right, so the Honda's fully serviced. She's ready to go. And now we're just wandering around the other airplanes and servicing air pressure on tires. So, because a lot of these are going to be out on the ramp for Monday. So make them ready to tow. All right, everybody, I figured I'd end the video here because I know this video has been all over the place today with tidying up the hangar, helping out over at Vietnam War Flight Museum, and we're gearing up for the big ramp event on Monday, so Monday, May 26th. And figured I'd end the video here with our F4 because our F4 made a friend. So let me show you what we got. Ain't that adorable? So that, I found out, is an RC. That is an RC airplane. It's an F4. I don't remember what the scale is. The gentleman that built that is a few $1,000s worth of airplane right there. And it does fly, just like ours. And I'm totally digging the nice little pair of chocks for her. That's really cool about that little RC F4 and ours side by side. It's really awesome. So we're hoping to see a lot of you guys on Monday for the big Memorial Day event right outside there on the ramp. It should be a good time. It looks like the weather's going to be good and cooperate that day. So we're looking forward to it. We'll be moving some aircraft in tomorrow, so I'll have the camera with me tomorrow, so you guys can anticipate a midweek video as well as filming stuff on Monday. So should be a good time. Hope to see some of you guys there. Thank y'all for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.